What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, just talked to a member of undefeated 3-division world champion, former junior welterweight undisputed world champion, currently the reigning undisputed welterweight world champion, who is widely acknowledged and recognized as the #1 best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, in Terence Bud Crawford. Terence Bud Crawford is 40 wins, no losses, no draw, 31 big wins by way of knockout. He is 36 years of age, 5'8" with a 74-inch arm reach. Coming off the biggest win of his career, July 29th, Las Vegas, Nevada, T-Mobile Arena, when he took on defeated now former unified 3-belt WBA, WBC, IBF welterweight world champion superstar boxer, who is widely considered to be top 5 pound-for-pound best fighters in the world, and Errol "The Truth" Spence Jr. Errol Spence Jr. is now 28 wins, 1 loss, no draw, 22 wins by way of knockout, 33 years of age, 5'8", 5'9.5" with a 72-inch arm reach. With that said, Terence Crawford beat Errol Spence and became the first 2-division undisputed male world champion in the history of the sport of boxing. And he did it in dramatic fashion, dropping Errol Spence in the 2nd round, twice in the 7th round, and stopping him in the 9th round. So he made a statement. He made a point. He dominated the fight. And now everybody wants to know what's next. Although they have a rematch clause that Errol Spence activated and is exercising his rematch clause, a media rematch, and Terence Crawford is contractually obligated to oblige that immediate rematch. Everybody wants to know what's next. Seeing it was such a dominant performance that everybody wants to know what's next with Terence Crawford. Not too many people are interested in seeing a rematch between Terence Crawford and Errol Spence after witnessing the way the fight played out. Nonetheless, talked to a team member from Terence Bud Crawford. Terence Crawford is here in Las Vegas for this highly anticipated mega undisputed versus undisputed super middleweight world champion showdown between 3-time junior middleweight world champion and undisputed junior middleweight world champion superstar boxer, who's top 5 now pound for pound best fighters in the world, and Jermell Iron Man Charlo. And Jermell Charlo is 35 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, 19 wins by way of knockout, 33 years of age, 5'11.5" with a 73.5-inch arm reach. As he's set to take on and challenge and dare to be great, he's going to jump up 2 weight classes from 154 to 168, and he's going to challenge. Now he's going to challenge the 4-division world champion, Mexican superstar boxer, who is widely considered by many to be the face of the sport of boxing, top 10 pound-for-pound best fighters in the world, and the undisputed super middleweight world champion is Saul Canelo Alvarez. Saul Canelo Alvarez is 59 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 39 big wins by way of knockout, 33 years of age, 5'8" with a 70-inch arm reach. They're going to fight tonight, September 30th, Las Vegas, Nevada, T-Mobile Arena. And Terence Crawford wants the winner. He wants to fight the winner. Initially, Terence Crawford stated that his limit was to go to 154. That was the highest he was planning on going to. That's the limit. But he since has changed his mind on that. He feels like he can compete against Canelo Alvarez or Jermell Charlo. He had already had plans to fight Jermell Charlo, who at 154 to become an undisputed 3-division world champion. Terence Crawford said, I beat Jermell Charlo and become undisputed in 3 separate weight classes. That sets the bar so high. The shoes are so big for anybody behind me to fill. My legacy is enormous. And he's right. He's right. So with that said, he changed his mind and he said, you know what? Since Jermell Charlo is going to dare to be great, and Jermell Charlo is now going to go up to 168, well, I feel like my skills, my talent, my athletic ability, my quickness will be too much for Jermell Charlo or Canelo Alvarez anyway. So I'll go to 168 and challenge him. So I talked to a member from Terence Crawford's team, And he stated, we calling all comers. We want all the smoke. Immediately when the fight is over, we want to know who's next. Who's going to step up to the challenge? Who's going to give us the opportunity? That's what he said. Terence Crawford is here. He's at the fight. Terence Crawford is planning on calling out the winner of this fight. Terence Crawford wants to fight the winner of this fight. Now, the question is, will they allow Terence Crawford to get in the ring afterwards? I highly doubt that. Jermell Charlo wouldn't mind, because Jermell Charlo is never shy away from a little controversy. And, Canelo Alvarez is at a place where that's not going to happen. Security's not going to let him get confronted. Okay? That's just simply not going to happen. And they're not going to allow it. Showtime won't allow it. PBC won't allow it, because it takes away from the moment. And so they're just simply not going to allow that to happen. But Terence Crawford will be ringside calling out the winner of this fight, which is exciting, which we should be happy for. We should be excited about. We should be entertained by. Terence Crawford in the 7th round, when he dropped Errol Spence twice in the 7th round. Terence Crawford, he was joring and calling out Jermell Charlo, who was sitting ringside in the 7th round. In between both those knockdowns, Terence Crawford was calling out Jermell Charlo and talking to Jermell Charlo. That made it exciting. Okay, it made it intriguing. It made it exciting. It made it, worth it. The wow. You understand what I'm saying? And so it's it'll be interesting to see how this unfolds, how this plays out. You understand what I'm saying? And now, we know, again, like I said, contractually obligated, Terence Crawford has to give, he's contractually obligated to give Errol Spence, the rematch, immediate rematch. And they had 30 working business days, and they had to do so. And it's being reported they have before the end of the year, by the end of the year, by December, they have to, fulfill this obligation. And that, Terence Crawford has to oblige you legally. He has to oblige you. He has to, fulfill his obligation. And he has to give Errol Spence that rematch. And Errol Spence wants it. So we got to see how that plays out, by the end of the year. If they're going to fight by the end of the year, we have to see how that unfolds and plays out. So, again, the intrigue with that is, are they going to fight at 154 pounds? Are they going to fight at 147? What weight class is Terence Crawford, Errol Spence going to fight at and compete at? That's where the intrigue comes from, because the way Terence Crawford dominated the fight, not too many people are motivated to see a rematch. They think it's going to turn out to be the same exact outcome that it was in the first fight. So people are not interested and motivated by seeing a rematch for that fight. But nonetheless, Errol Spence wants the opportunity to rectify that loss. He wants to correct that, right that wrong. He wants to get his get back. He gave Terence Crawford the opportunity, as they gave each other the opportunity, and he wants to, have the opportunity to regain, his status. You know what I mean? So it's interesting to see how this is going to unfold, this whole saga. But again, it's entertaining. It's going to be super entertaining. Imagine if Jermell Charlo wins this fight. Jermell Charlo wins this fight, and Jermell Charlo wins this fight, and he starts jawing at Terence Crawford, the way Terence Crawford was jawing at him. Jermell Charlo seems more interested in, he's definitely more interested in fighting Terence Crawford more so than Canelo. It seems like Canelo Alvarez is hot and cold on fighting Terence Crawford. As we saw Eddie Reynoso, he came out and Eddie Reynoso was like, why not? You know, it's more so of, you know, what do we gain out of it? Terence Crawford has more to gain from fighting and beating, you know, Canelo Alvarez than Canelo Alvarez feels like they have from fighting and beating him. But nonetheless, I think that as the time goes on and people are saying that Terence Crawford is a pound for pound best fighter in the world, I definitely feel like, you know, Jermell Charlo situation with Canelo Alvarez being motivated by being called out by Jermell Charlo, I think he'll start being motivated by being called out by Terence Bud Crawford as well. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. But according to Team Crawford, they will be ringside. They will be calling out the winner. Terence Crawford has arrived last night, and he will be ringside. So let's see how this is going to unfold and play out. And that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. That's all I got for y'all. I'm gone. Peace.